Spring just hits different. One day, cold mud. The next, warm sunshine. But the hard-working men and women in Carhartt don't wait for the forecast to get to work. Patching roads, clearing trails, planting crops. Their hands turn this season's uncertainty into possibility. So get out there, spring into action. We've got you covered for whatever the season throws your way. Carhartt, made possible.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Excuse me, taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
All right, if you got any calls you want to make, here's my buddy. We'll take Joe. Hey, Curry, what's up, my friend?
Hey, Ant, how's it going, pal?
Good, good. You want to talk about Iran, huh?
Yes, I do. Now, basically, you were going over the wonders and the reasons of why we're there. Basically, what it is how it started is that Netanyahu advised Trump that he had all the major players in one spot in Iran. Now, in previous administrations, they would go, well, we can't do that, where Trump is an action man, and he took them all out. Now, the reason they did is for several reasons. Basically, the nuclear ambitions, we all know about that. We need to stop that, and it needs to be stopped immediately. We need to get inspectors in. Regardless of how that goes, we need to make an effort to get in there.
Yeah.
Cyber warfare is also another major thing where basically they've been attacking, and, our pal Vinny could tell you everything that's going on with that. Economic mismanagement, that whole region has been upset. Also, another thing why the UAE is in with us is that there was an interesting article in the Post a couple of months ago saying that they're building the biggest buildings in the world, and they're being built in the UAE. And it's investment, not from private investment, but those governments, because they want billions, trillions actually, of dollars put into that area for tourism and business.
Right.
And they cannot afford Iran stepping in on
Yeah,
that.
loose cannon screwing everything up while they're trying to get tourism.
Exactly. Also, another thing is what the gentleman also brought up before is oil going to Russia and to China, where we will have control of that, which means that we will bring China to the table in regards to Taiwan. We could pressure Putin on the war with the Ukraine. So it's kind of a bargaining chip with that. And the Strait of Hormuz, they need to control that because they can't have Iran stepping in and stopping it with, especially they got to pay a toll.
It's a drunk doorman. It's the doorman at the club that's just as drunk and belligerent as the people inside.
Yeah, and like I said, that other guy that called in, that guy Joe saying drop weapons, it's like Archie Bunker trying to figure out how to stop hijacking.
Hand out the heaters.
And then nobody shoots nobody.
No one's going to pull out a rod if everyone's packing heat.
Yeah, exactly. Now, also another thing with the length of the war. The war, basically, there is a certain amount of time that goes by before, I believe it's 90 days before they have to go against Congress. But the key thing, and this is what I preface on my show, is they got to wrap this up before the midterms. And it's got to be done quickly because we're going into that cycle. So it's a very big game of chess that we're playing. Also, the reason why you're hearing, well, one day we can get through the strait, the next day we can't, is because they're negotiating with one set of officials there, but it's not the radical set. So it's a game of chess that we got to play. And the key thing is that with oil, people are blaming, oh, gas is $4 a gallon. But, yeah, under this, it's a temporary thing to free oil to a lower position, where under the Biden administration, it was just killing it because they were going to alternate sources. So, we got to wait it out. We got to be patient with this.
All right. I like your take. And like I said before, some things you can't just say. We're trying to screw over China. Economically, they're the idiot in the region that's ruining everybody else's plans in the area. So, no, you make a good point there, Joe. And that's my buddy Joe Curry. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the call. Yeah, it could be a bunch of things, and it could have been, like Joe said, perfect timing. Hey, look, all these clowns are in one room. You want to slam a rocket down on them, and then we can sort it out. So maybe that's it.
The right window treatments change everything: your sleep, your privacy, the way every room looks and feels. At Blinds.com, we've spent 30 years making it surprisingly simple to get exactly what your home needs. We've covered over 25 million windows and have 50,000 five-star reviews to prove we deliver. Whether you DIY it or want a pro to handle everything from measure to install, we have you covered. Real design professionals, free samples, zero pressure. Right now, get up to 50% off with minimum purchase, plus get a free professional measure at Blinds.com. Rules and restrictions apply.